पलकों में आऊं छुपा लूं नाजुक तन है तुम्हारा हो तू आजा 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 You're looking real good, you're looking real nice, you're looking real good, you're looking nice, you're looking nice, you're looking nice.
I'm Paul King, a candidate for the House of Representatives in New York District 5, and I approve this message.
Welcome, Mr. Paul King. I see, welcome, Mr. Everyone to our program, and Mr. Paul King is just joining us in our studio. Congratulations. We have Mr. Frank Singh online also calling in. Mr. Rusad is to my right. Mr. Frank is on the phone, and Mr. Paul Singh is in Toronto. Did I say Paul Singh? Am I trying to make him Caribbean?
He spends so much time in our community. He's honorary Paul Singh.
That's cool.
He's Mr. Frank Singh, good night to you. We'll talk to you in 1 minute. Mr. Nawaz is on the line also. We have Mr. Paul. I'll pull up the flyer. Here we have Mr. Paul King. He is fighting for your American dream, guys. We need you guys to come in. What do you need from our people, Mr. Rusad? Mr. Rusad is joining us, and he is no stranger to our studio. He's been part of our community fighting for democracy. He's been fighting for our rights for a long time, and he's here because he saw Mr. King and he said, you know what, you're doing a wonderful job. You represent what we represent. So tell us a little bit more about.
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much, Shanaz, for having myself and Mr. King here today. It's always an honor to be on your show and to be in this wonderful studio. And thank you to all your viewers and listeners for tuning in tonight. I mean, honestly, one of my favorite parts when I was running for City Council a while back was being on your show. So I miss being here, and I'm glad to be here tonight. So you asked, what does our community need? And I think every person in our community would say we need better representation.
Right.
We need better leaders in this city, because nobody's happy with the state of the city right now. Nobody's happy when they go on the subway and they have to, be afraid of going home at night because of the high subway crime and crime overall in the city. Nobody's happy when they go to the grocery store and they see the high inflation. They look at the price of eggs, or go to the gas station and see the price of gas. Nobody's very happy in general with the way anything in the city is going. But the problem is, especially in our community, we complain about all the things going wrong, but we don't vote.
We are very good at complaining. It's
Exactly.
easy to do, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy to do for us to make complaints. But I want to appeal to the citizens who I know, some folks are citizens and they don't go out to vote.
Exactly. I say, especially in our community, because you see so many people who, unfortunately are not citizens yet. It's so sad. Sometimes the people who are not citizens would love to vote, and the people who are citizens and can vote don't go out and exercise their right to vote. And it's even worse because if you think about it, what was the reason you came from Guyana in the first place? Because you didn't have representation, because you couldn't vote there at that time. And then you came here, you have the right to vote now, and then you don't use it. And it's so sad. It's such a shame in this community. The truth is, about depending on which year you look at, 80 to 90% of the people in this area just don't vote. Last year, 91% of the people living in the area just don't vote. And again, it's not enough to complain. You have to go out and vote. So what is up for election this year? We have obviously president. Everybody's looking at the president. But the president is not what's going to have to deal with, your local issues. But who's going to represent you in DC with regards to your local area? That's your congressman, your member of Congress. And the people running for Congress in this area this year, there are two gentlemen. Gregory Meeks, who's been there for 26 years.
26 years, that's a long time.
If you're not happy with the way things have gone over the past 26 years, you probably shouldn't vote for the guy who's been there for 26 years, because you're only going to get more of the same from him.
Right.
And the other gentleman who's running for Congress to represent us is sitting right here with us today. He's a great gentleman, Mr. Paul King. And I always joke when I introduce him, because our Guyanese community, we like to see people who look the part, clean cut. All the people looking at him today. Doesn't he look the part?
He looked the part. In fact, my friends are saying you have two good-looking fellows on the screen. So thank you guys. Yes, two good-looking dudes, and not just good-looking. He's been doing the work. And who's our representation right now? Have you seen them?
Exactly. The sad thing is, if you go around the area and you ask 10 people, who is your congressman? Who is your state senator? Who is your state assembly person? Who is your city council person? I bet you all 10 people would not be able to answer those questions because you don't see the people who so-called representing us, because they don't represent us. They don't have respect for us. They don't come here. They don't reach out to the local area. You're going to listen to Mr. King tonight. You may like what he has to say. You may not like what he has to say. But at the end of the day, he had enough respect for you. He had enough respect for this community to come out and reach out to us. The other person does not have that respect for us. And I think that that's something our community has to take into account.
Thank you very much, Rasat. Let's say welcome Mr. Paul to our program and tell us a little bit about you, because I know you went to DC recently and you said you enjoy going up there. So tell us a little bit more what you stand for. As I've known him for a long time. I've seen him doing the work in our community, and I'll read Razia comment. She said they complain to everyone except the right source to get results. I mean, simple fact that my studio is on Rockaway and Van Wyck, and if you walk around this area, it's filthy, it's unsafe. BB Khan, good night to you. And she said, I think you're in trouble. Yes, a lot of folks, they want everything, they complain, but they don't do anything about it. And the first thing you have to do is go out and vote. I believe that's our First Amendment right?
It's your right as a citizen. And your First Amendment right is the free speech, freedom of religion, and those rights, quite frankly, are under attack in other ways as well right now. But the fact is that it's your duty and your right as a citizen to vote, and it's so sad in our community that so many people don't vote. Some people say that it's a Democrat area, some people say it's a Republican area. The truth is, to use a Guyanese term, it's a don't care damn area, because the vast majority of people don't care enough to go out and vote.
Right. So if you want to make a difference, you have to get out there and vote.
Gahey and Associates for all your legal matters, including immigration, bankruptcy, matrimonial and family law, criminal law, personal injury, employment law. Call Gahey and Associates for free personal consultation. The consultation is free, but the advice may be priceless. Gahey and Associates.
Sparkle looking like new? Call the guys at Puran Car Wash. Leave it to the best. Puran Car Wash. We are specialized in all the major brands, and we can make your car, your ride, look like new. Enjoying driving? Enjoy a clean car. Leave it to specialists at Puran Car Wash. We are specialized in all the high-end cars, and your cars will be in good hands. Stop by Puran Car Wash today.
Namaste. This is actress and model Mahima Kothari from India, and I am here to spread the good word about the terrific and super incredible John from Queens YouTube channels and John from Queens other social media. Subscribe to John from Queens and John from Queens on YouTube. You can follow him on Facebook and Instagram as well. You will get to see some really cool and super entertaining videos and thousands upon thousands of HD quality videos, such as videos of planes, singers, dancers, vloggers, the Disney and the Universal, the John from Queens show, and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Please go and subscribe right away. Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.
From the United States to Guyana, King Solomon Logistics is your solution to reliable and affordable shipping. With over 30 years experience, we are bridging distances by air and ocean. We pride ourselves on offering excellent services all across Guyana, including Berbice. With our friendly staff and affordable rates, we offer simplified shipping solutions. Give us a call today on 231-8099 or 231-8090.
দারুণ টেস্টি বলেছিলাম না, এটা ট্রাই করুন।
সুস্বাদু খাবারের জন্য ট্রাই করুন জাকিস হালাল ফুড।
সফট আর জুসি।
জাকিস হালাল ফুড, 108-15 11 Avenue, South Richmond Hill.
Are you looking for the best realtor in New Jersey? Well, you found him, Bobby Prasad from Nicholas Realty, 201-887-2596. That number again is 201-887-2596. Bobby Prasad have a variety of listings, including a beautiful multi-family home in Clifton City, New Jersey. Single-family home of $599 Hawthorne Borough in New Jersey. Multi-family home for $880 in Paterson, New Jersey. Multi-family home investment property in Paterson City. rental property in Paterson, New Jersey, single family home in Haldone, New Jersey. Remember, call Bobby Prasad. He have a variety of listing to make your dreams come true. Bobby Prasad, 201-887-2596. Safe, effective, and economical. It's time to go solar. Call the guys at Patriot Energy. That's right. Brian Radu, Senior Solar Advisor at 516-567-2375. That number again is 516-567-2375. Look at the pictures. We can make your home solar efficient, saving you lots of money. Call us today at Patriot Energy, 516-567-2375. Let's go solar today.
Hey yo, this is Roy Chan, the Prince of Heart, and you're watching Shanaz Musical Sensation, the best in town. Boom!
Let's hear a little bit about Mr. Paul King, what he has to say. Thank you for joining us in our studio tonight. It's always nice hearing from you. Last night he spoke at the Rotary Club, and I said, wow, you do sound good. You sound like the candidate we need to represent us. And we see him time and time again. We run into him in our community. So yes, I could call him Mr. Singh sometimes.
Well, I do need to start by thanking you. It's a privilege to be here. Since my earliest days of being involved in the community, certainly got to know you, but also people speak of you, not just your broadcast, but your mission. So it's like sitting down with a local legend. So I'm honored to be here tonight and honored to have the opportunity to speak with your audience. And just for people who haven't seen me wandering around, my name's Paul King. I'm a business owner and a civic leader in Rockaway. I'm also a homeowner and a family man. I've got children and grandchildren, and I did run for Congress 2 years ago, but I'm not at 60 years old looking for a new career. I'm looking to fix what's broken in America for our children and grandchildren, because things have been going the wrong way for a while, and I wouldn't be able to rest easy. I'm actually a professional problem solver as a consultant. I fix systemic problems. I think I know what to do, working with people in the community so we get things right. And if I don't give it a shot to turn it around for our children and our grandchildren, I would never be able to rest. So I'm thrilled to be here and working with people in the community like yourself and Rusat.
Thank you. I'll read Razia comment. It's sad to say that she's living here 30, 40 years, but she's seen people not voting for 30, 40 years. She offered to take them out. Our comments are moving very fast. She offered to take them out to the voting poll. So guess what? We will take you up on that offer this time around. So if you know someone wants to go out to the voting poll again, just offer your help. Compton, Danite, good night to you. Watching us from Brompton. Buddy Boy, good night, good night. Jennifer Prasad.
I'll say something. This is an entertainment show, so we have to
keep our audience.
We have to balance with some entertainment as well. So, when I ran for city council, you guys saw me a lot. I was doing a lot of work, and I think
you work really hard, Rasad. You work really hard. You target all the religious institutions, all the schools, our communities. You did. I don't know. There's nothing else you could have done.
So I think it's fair to say at least in the modern time, the recent time, I probably did the most local campaigning of anybody running for city council in this area, right? Unfortunately, at the end of the day, not enough people in our area voted, and yeah, I didn't end up winning that election. I lost that election, but the point is that people don't vote. And after I lost the election, I always know, people don't vote in this area. I decided to look more into the history of how long people have not been voting. In 1996, so 28 years ago we're talking about, there was a New York Times article about how the Guyanese community, which had 100,000 in total at the time living in South Pleasant Park, Richmond Hill, was not voting. And the New York Times had a full-on article about how the Guyanese community was complaining that they didn't have representation, but that they still were not voting. And this would mean that 100,000 people back then, it still wasn't new. So again, what Razia said just now is so true. This has been going on literally for decades, and we have to stop it at some point. Guyanese would get the reference that if that article is 28 years ago, in Guyana we know after 28 years sometimes things can change. So hopefully we can change that at some point in this community. And on the issue of you offer the people will help you go vote, and they still don't want to vote. I'll tell you the story. On election time, we were offering people, you want a ride to go vote, we'll find you a ride to go vote. There was a lady who literally lived less than a block away from the polling site, and she said if she does not get a ride to go vote less than 1 block away, she was not going to vote.
It's like you have a food pantry. You're telling them you're giving away stuff, but you have to give it to them. Sometimes they don't make an effort to come out there. So, what question would you have for our candidate today, Mr. Paul King?
So again, the focus is on Mr. King tonight because this is the election coming up this year, and this is a very important election. So first off, Mr. King, could you explain to the listeners tonight what area your district covers? So that way they know whether they live in your district or not and can vote for you or not. And even if they don't live in the district, they may have family who does live in the district and they can remind them to get out and vote for you.
Well, for an urban district, it's very large because Jamaica Bay is in the middle of my district, JFK is in the middle of my district. So I have the entire Rockaway Peninsula, which is where I live, and then it goes from Far Rockaway all the way up the Nassau border to Queens Village, across to Jamaica Estates, Forest Park, then down Woodhaven, and all the way back to Rockaway. And so it's roughly a big rectangle, but right in the heart of that is Little Guyana, running, along Liberty Avenue. Like, in fact, the most swing voters in the entire district, the people who could decide the election one way or the other if they turn out, are between Atlantic Avenue and 109th Avenue, between 105th Street and the Van Wyck Expressway. That is the kind of the core audience for me of voters, people who can help us change the future or let things keep going the same way. But that's my district in a nutshell. It represents 750,000 people.
From the United States to Guyana, King Solomon Logistics is your solution to reliable and affordable shipping. With over 30 years experience, we are bridging distances by air and ocean. We pride ourselves on offering excellent services all across Guyana, including Berbice. With our friendly staff and affordable rates, we offer simplified shipping solutions. Give us a call today on 231-8099 or 231-8090.
Sparkle looking like you? Call the guys at Puran Car Wash. Leave it to the best. Puran Car Wash. We are specialized in all the major brands and we can make your car, your ride, look like new. Enjoying driving? Enjoy a clean car. Leave it to specialists at Puran Car Wash. We are specialized in all the high-end cars and your cars will be in good hands. Stop by Puran Car Wash today.
Gahey and Associates for all your legal matters, including immigration, bankruptcy, matrimonial and family law, criminal law, personal injury, employment law. Call Gahey and Associates for free personal consultation. The consultation is free, but the advice may be priceless. Gahey and Associates.
All your Indian clothing, Islamic wear, wholesale, retail, men, women, and children, call Zarina Fashion 347-859-0254. That number again is 347-859-0254. Men, women, and children, wholesale and retail, Zarina Fashions. Come on down and check us out. Unbeatable prices and the latest style. Zarina Fashions.
Hello, this is actress and model Mahima Kothari from India, and I'm here to spread the good word about the awesome and incredible John from Queens YouTube channels and John from Queen other social media. Subscribe to John from Queens and John from Queens on YouTube. You can also follow him on Facebook and Instagram as well. You will get to see some really cool and super amazing videos, such as videos of planes, singers, dancers, vloggers, the videos of the moon and the eclipse, the John from Queens show, the Disney and the Universal, and so much more.
Are you looking for the best realtor in New Jersey? Well, you found him, Bobby Prasad from Nicholas Realty, 201-887-2596. That number again is 201-887-2596. Bobby Prasad have a variety of listings, including a beautiful multi-family home in Clifton City, New Jersey. Single-family home of $599 Hawthorne Borough in New Jersey. Multi-family home for $880 in Paterson, New Jersey. Multi-family home investment property in Patterson City. Rental property in Patterson, New Jersey. Single-family home in Haldone, New Jersey. Remember, call Bobby Prasad. He have a variety of listing to make your dreams come true. Bobby Prasad 201-887-2596. Safe, effective, and economical. It's time to go solar. Call the guys at Patriot Energy. That's right. Brian Radu, Senior Solar Advisor at 516-567-2375. That number again is 516-567-2375. Look at the pictures. We can make your home solar efficient, saving you lots of money. Call us today at Patriot Energy, 516-567-2375. Let's go solar today.
Sitaram guys, how are you? Namaste, good evening, assalam. So I'm here today basically to share something very personal with you guys. Some of you guys know me as Bhakta. Some of you guys don't know my real name, but my real name is Yadav, and I'm here to let you guys into something very personal. A few months ago, in April, I was hospitalized for about 3 weeks. I've got diagnosed with lupus nephritis. What that is, basically, is lupus in my kidneys, basically. Lupus is an ANA disease, which is basically compromise your immune system. Your immunity is compromised. So what happened is I've had lupus for some time. I didn't know about it, had no knowledge of it. It attacked my kidney and it scarred it about 75%. I did dialysis in the hospital and was hoping for it to recover. However, it's not fully recovered. It's basically what I need is a transplant. So I need a kidney transplant. However, I've been going through that for quite some time now, about 5 months now. I've been doing dialysis 3 times a week. And I'm just sharing this information out there with you guys. If you guys know anyone or you have an interest to help me and anyone could help me get a donor, it would be fantastic. It would be great. I'm just sharing this with you guys because you might see me on camera, you might see me every day. I'm laughing, smiling, having a good time with you guys, joking. But I'm dealing with a real struggle in life, right? And if anyone out there is willing to help, I will link some information here for the transplant center. Also, if you want to get tested to be a donor, and it will be able to help me, right? The struggle is real, nevertheless. Your prayers, every little bit that you contribute will help. Prayers do help a lot. You know, I have 2 daughters, a family. I'm doing right basically by me in terms of my health now, taking care of myself, making sure that everything goes well. So I'm just doing this video today to reach out to the community, my people, my community, and also beyond my community, and see if I can get the help that I need. And maybe someone out there might like to be a donor or might be able to help me, you know, gain a kidney to further my life forward. You know, I thank you guys, and I hope that this video shed some light. Basically, that sometimes life could be going good, and then it comes at a halt. I'm a living experience of that. I've been fighting all my life through different things. You might not know, people might not know, but now I'm letting the general public know. You might not know what another person is going through until you get to know them, right? And get to understand. So like I said, life can go sweet and everything could be sailing, and then it comes at a stop, it comes at a halt. I'm living proof of that. I'm struggling and fighting every day. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Share this video. Each one teach one, help one another if we can. I believe in, you know, enlighten the other one. This is our community, our people, and I thank you guys once again. Sitaram, good evening, and assalam. Take care until we meet again.
Question for you. I'm sure you're running because you see the change. We need the change. What's a few things? Give us and this is for all our viewers locked in. You know, there's campaign, there is a political party. Don't think of a political party. You think about the right candidate who will do better for your community. This is your America. We need to get it back. Don't you think so, Rasad?
Exactly. And again, don't just look at the party, look at the person. And I want you to also look at his name. Paul King, right? Easier to remember the name King. You're not voting for King, you're voting for Congress. But a phrase I'll use here, Mr. King just described the importance of our community to this election, right? He talked about the district. So the district covers most of South Queens. It's fair to say in a general way. And right in the heart of the district is the Little Guyana area, the West Indian community at large, Guyanese, Trinidadian, the Indian community too. We are not the kings in this community, or no, we are the kings of the community, but we're not the kings of Queens, but we can be the king makers in Queens. We can be the ones who swing an election one way or the other. We can decide who wins and who loses, right? In this race between Mr. King and Mr. Meeks, if we swing from Meeks to King, King will go to Congress. So that is, the pivotal point in this election. We are the swing voters, and our community needs to realize the power we have in our vote. There's going to be so many people. I'm sure Mr. King hears us so often campaigning, who say, "Oh, my vote doesn't matter. I'm not going to waste my time and go out and vote." Actually, your vote does matter very much, and especially when it comes to those local elections, like who's going to represent you in Congress.
Well, Rasad, our community, I feel like they don't give us the support. When you were running, I thought, okay, maybe Rasad didn't win because he's a brown guy like us. But, in other community, they support each other. If you see a brown guy going up there, you will do all you can, especially from the Caribbean, from Guyana, from Trinidad. You want to support. You want to say, I support him. Except our mentality is still crab in a barrel syndrome, where people see you look like them and they think, okay, I don't want that guy to get better than who I am. All right? Do you think so?
Sadly, it is true, and there's a lot of that. But, I try not to focus on the negative too much, and, you want to focus on the positive.
We got to break down the negative because it's still embedded in them. They have to support each other, and you have to support, okay, you know what Mr. King stands for. Mr. King, tell them a little bit more about your vision and what you have plans for us.
Sure. 3 big things. The first one is really it's a package of ideas. I'm all about the American dream. My grandfather is an immigrant from Italy, came here at 10 years old. He didn't get anything for free. He worked really hard, but eventually owned his own home, owned his own business, brought his family over, made it possible for his children to have a better life. And the building blocks, as I call them, are broken in America. And it's like the government's fighting against hardworking communities like the Guyanese people, undermining hard work, undermining education. So I want to fix education, access to jobs, and access to capital for when you want to own a home or a business. So that kind of package is number one. If you're doing it right here, you should be able to succeed just based on your hard work. That's the American way. So I want to fix that as number one. Number 2 is inflation. Well, it's not even inflation. It's really the cost of living at this point. We've already suffered the inflation from bad policies, and Gregory Meeks just wants to keep spending money, which devalues our money. It means our prices go up. It means our children have a ton of debt. I know how to fix that. So the prices will start coming down, and it's better for everyone who's trying to live their American dream, anyone who's living paycheck to paycheck. And it's also good for small business, because when our customers can't afford to buy things, then they buy less. So we need to fix inflation. It's corrosive. I know how to do that. And I'd say the third big thing to focus on is crime. It's not even that our crime rates are so high, that somehow we've gotten to the sense of lawlessness that I haven't seen since the 1970s when I was a boy. People just feel like they can get away with anything. They can come into your store and rob things. And from a federal level, we can help finance bringing police back. We used to have closer to 40,000 police. Now we have less than 30,000. We need the protection there so we can live our American dream, so we can have confidence when our kids go to school they'll be safe. That we'll be safe in our stores and safe when we're shopping.
आजा आजा मैं हूँ प्यार तेरा अल्लाह अल्लाह दिल प्यार तेरा ओ आजा 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 You're looking real good, you're looking real nice, you're looking real good, you're looking nice.